Alrighty, so in the last video I said I was going to talk about the vision for the brand because I brought up a fat ass number, which was $200 million in 1 year, which is a big number that scares me, that my brain tells me isn't possible, which tells me that I set a very good goal. And I feel like the old Anthony wouldn't have been evolved enough to say $200 million and here's why. It would have been, I would have had a why, but it would have been $200 million and I want the G-Wagon Brabus and the Aura house. Like, all these things are still there, you know? They're goals or things that I want, but really now there's a deeper meaning and deeper purpose behind what I want to do with the 200 million. And I really do firmly believe that it was this vision that God placed in my mind. So just to make a long story short, I have a morning routine. And while I was doing that morning routine one morning, I had it felt like God played a movie in my head. I had this vision of me walking up to a clothing store, grabbing the handle to enter this clothing store, and it was my brand's logo as the door handle. I open up the door, there's white marble floors, the wall in front of me is black marble. There's a silver logo on the wall right in front of me, centered on that black wall, and it's an As Above logo with lighting behind it. And then my coach was there, some family, some friends were there, and then my coach's team, a lot of the people that I'm close with were there, and they're all looking at me telling me, Anthony, you did it, bro. All these things that we heard you talk about, all these things that we heard you say that were gonna happen, you did it, all of it, and we're excited to see what happens next. And after that, I was like, damn, I've never experienced something like that, where I feel like God actually placed a vision in my mind and in my heart. And a couple days after that, for a few days I was wondering how is this gonna happen, you know? How? With what money, you know? And I get the thought in my mind, $200 million a year to open up youth and young adult facilities to teach life skills. Because the school systems don't teach any of that shit. The school systems teach you how to be a servant to the system. So that's what the $200 million is for. To build some facilities for youth and young adults to teach them life skills so they don't have to run devices. If I'm being honest, I have an older brother who got caught up with alcohol, which is a learned behavior from my mom. My mom was an alcoholic growing up. So my brother learned the same shit. And he's been in and out of jail. He's his liver is shutting down and shit. So that drives me to want to be able to give. He doesn't have life skills. That's why he runs to that stuff. So it really drives me to actually do something about it, you know, and have an effect on the youth that would end up in the same position that he's in. So the way I see it is I can help my brother, you know, whether I'm actually legitimately helping him or I'm helping that same avatar, that, it would mean a lot to me. And that's the vision for this thing. That's where it's going, which I think is dope. I think it's dope that I have a vision. I think it's dope that I really firmly believe it came from God and not just from my own desires. And now I tell people, you know, like, I really firmly believe now that, like, God plants a vision in your mind and in your heart. We don't get to pick it. Like, God designed us for a specific thing, and when he feels we are ready to hear it, to receive it, he'll give it to us. And our job is to just keep preparing ourselves, keep building the man who would be capable of some crazy shit. And just know that eventually God will drop that purpose on you. But it really is our job to build the person, because, like, why would God give a purpose to somebody who can barely wake up in the morning, who's still drinking, who's still smoking, who could potentially take the resources that he's going to give for the vision and go fuck their life up? Like, why? That it would be a hindrance to the world, you know? Like, we don't need another person that's like everybody in the masses. We need people who are developed personally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and obviously God helps with all that, but, like, he's not going to give an irresponsible person resources, you know? Like, not intentionally. So I've been very, very focused. I say that because I've been very focused on building the man building the man who's valuable, who's an asset, who, like, God would give a vision to, who he would give a purpose to. So, just gotta keep it pushing. Keep it pushing and hold that vision in my mind no matter how tough things get. Because in my last video, I let you guys know, like, some things that have been happening, you know? So, yet again, hope you guys were able to connect with this. I'm really hoping that this makes you guys feel, like, connected to my life, connected to the brand, connected to what I have going on. And I really hope it inspires you guys too. Like, follow me on Instagram if you don't. My Instagram is The Real Anthony Boynton, but I'm always putting stuff in there, like, literally meant to inspire, literally meant to, like, set a fire under people's ass. Like, damn, I'm not waking up in the morning. Damn, I'm not going to the gym. Damn, I don't, like, track my food. Damn, like, my habits are off, you know? And inspire people to get better. So if you feel you're in need of that, follow me. But I will see you guys on the next video. Deuces.